been a lot of talk lately about parental estrangement, especially out on the internet. And most of the people that have a problem with this right now are the parents who are the ones who are being left behind, apparently. And they talk about it like it's some kind of lighthearted decision that we all got together over our avocado toast and overpriced lattes, and we're like, I know what would be a great idea, to completely cut off all of the people that raised us. That sounds awesome. We're in. We've joined a club. We've started it all. I really wish that they would all know that it's a much heavier decision for all of us. It's not something that we take lightly. And even though it can seem like there was a moment that we just need to get over and stop holding a grudge, that it's a lot more than that we're really asking for a whole lot of commitment to repair, apology, and changed behavior. So this is my story of estrangement when I was 35, and my parents had just gotten divorced, finally. My dad was in jail, which that's another story, we don't have time for that. And my mom was really bothered by the fact that he had yet to move his things out of the house. He was a little preoccupied. And so me stepping into my traditional eldest daughter roles of family manager decided to take things into my own hands, and I flew home and planned for a week to take care of all of my dad's things. And my mom knew I was coming. It's not like I just showed up. We had talked about this. That was the entire plan for the week. So when I showed up, I was a little bit surprised when she told me that she wasn't going to allow me to stay home alone to work on all this stuff, which was also weird because this is the same woman who, when I was 12, let me stay home alone in that same house, and I was also responsible for keeping my two younger siblings alive for hours on end. And so I was really confused and really frustrated, and I basically wasted a week. And I came back home and called my brother and sister, and I was like, I don't know what her problem is. She's irritated. I'm trying to solve the problem, and she won't let me, so help. So my baby brother, the youngest one, actually took responsibility for a change, and he drove up and showed up with a U-Haul, a roll-off dumpster, my sister and some friends in tow, and was like, listen, we've got 2 days to get this done. It's now. That's the option. And my mom still didn't let them stay home alone, so she decided to hang around and supervise. And it was the middle of a lovely spring snowstorm, which I know we're all desperately hoping we get one of these days around here. But at the time, my brother and sister were stuck moving a lot of my dad's crap in the snow. And my sister got irritated and slipped into the car and called me and said, I am so sick of her shit. She's getting in the way. She won't let us do anything. And she keeps wanting us to do all these extra projects. And I don't give a shit that you're selling the house and moving to Florida, but that's not my problem right now. She'd spilled the beans. Immediately she said, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you. And I was like, wait a second, what? Mom's moving to Florida? Like, she's selling the house and moving across the country, and she didn't want me to know, and she didn't think that I wouldn't notice when I came home for the holidays? What the fuck? So that wasn't the first time that I stopped talking to my mother, but I didn't know what to say, because how do you ask, why are you making this major life choice and I'm not supposed to know about it? What does that say about me and how you have recast me in the role in this family now that it's changed? And so it took me a long time to come up with the courage to finally confront her and ask her about it. And to be honest, I don't remember the bullshit answer that she gave me. I'm pretty sure it pissed me off because I stopped talking to her for quite a long time. I started talking to her a few times again. The last time we stopped talking was after a fight, after my nephew's graduation, that my sister and I have dubbed Hiroshima for obvious reasons. And that's another story, but I'm out of time. Thank you.